You guys are massively popular in India, you know?
Oh,
Yes,
I mean,
yes. Well, it's
what a
lovely
gift.
to hear.
What a lovely pair you make both on camera and off camera. I
Thank
mean,
you.
you look like best of the pals. When did this friendship begin? While shooting, or like you build a sort of a communication before you jump started into your characters?
I mean, you got cast very, very
Late.
late on. As in, like, you know, we didn't, the first time we met, pretty much, we were like 2 weeks away from shooting, really.
Yeah, a couple of weeks away.
And it's not a given, you know, like, I think acting's funny. Like, you can have like a great on-screen thing, and then sometimes that doesn't necessarily replicate in real life, you know, not in like a bad way, but it just so happens that it does, and that we're all, yeah, I think, and also, you know, like with this press tour, we've had time to just sort of, like, no one knows what this is like. Do you know what I mean?
knows what this is
Apart
like.
from the other, maybe. So
Yeah.
it's nice to sort of go through it together,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Yerin, what was your first reaction to know that you've been cast in this show, and how mentally prepared were you to sort of blow up in a big way? And Luke, the same question for you. There is a thing called the Bridgerton glow up. Were there any tips that you got from your older siblings?
Well, my first reaction when I got the role was it was lots of jumping and screaming and crying and hugging with my mom. That was just to be part of a show that has been so successful, I think is a bit of a dream come true for an actor, because that's what you want, is to be able to share a story seen by lots of people and loved by lots of people. And then in terms of blowing up, I don't I don't think about it that way. Like, as in, I always say that, like, I always say that, like, it all feels like it's happening around me, but me, I've stayed the same, you know, like I don't feel like me internally, like anything has shifted. Anything, it's the same, or maybe it's gone backwards. But so I don't see it in that way, but it's nice that the show is being recognized and people see themselves in Sophie, and like that's wonderful for me. But I don't see myself in that context. Yeah.
And then in terms of the glow up, I mean, I think that's something that people see. Like, I think I think that's not really certainly what the show was interested in doing. I think, like, you know, the reason why it came up in season 3 is because Colin, very specific to his character, did that thing where you go away and then you come back and you're suddenly, you know, people are like, whoa, you've changed. And the thing about Benedict is that actually he starts the season, he's exactly the same. So it just feels like it's, you know, it's not really a sort of factory process of like, right, you're up next, you get your glow up. You know, it actually, in a way, like, yeah, it's very story based as a show. But I mean, yeah, it's you know, I actually think it's lovely also to watch a romantic hero like Benedict, who actually, I was saying the other day, like, I think he sort of goes the opposite. He's sort of like quite an atypical romantic hero, maybe, in that a lot of romantic heroes in those sorts of novels go from strength to softness, and they sort, you know, like, a lot of the process is about softening them. And actually, Benedict seems to start very soft, almost too soft, and then go to strength. You know, like, actually, sort of, it's about maturing, and it's about finding his roots, I guess. So that's interesting. I think it's interesting because it allows him to be, you know, the show has allowed him to be a different, you know, slightly different romantic hero, maybe. Yeah.